good right there. He showed balance. 5'9.5", 210.
5'9", 210.
4'1".
Okay.
9 and 3-inch head. 8.5 inch. 8.5 inch.
Now, you are a Cowboys fan, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm sure you pay attention to
I'm a
storylines,
fan of the most racist owner in the whole league.
Did you see that he brought the whole team to the African American Museum of Washington yesterday?
I did see that.
Does that earn him any points?
Posturing. Nah, that's just all posturing. That's all that is.
Earn him any points?
Posturing. Nah, that's just all posturing. That's all that is.
Wait, Jerry Jones said, what? Whoa, pause. Cut it out. You can't say that, Jerry. No, 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 no. Anyway, Jerry Jones was hanging out with Jamie Foxx yesterday at Cowboys practice. Jamie Foxx was live streaming the whole thing. They're there looking at the players. So Jerry's like, yeah, I got him in the first round from Ohio State. Jamie's like, okay, that's cool. Then Jerry goes, yeah, he came over from the Jets. He's 5'9", 210, 9 and 3/4 inch hands. And then all of a sudden he goes, 8.5 inch D. Jamie's like, what? Whoa. He cuts the live stream off immediately. Now, I know Jerry's from a different time, different era, but I know he's from the 1600s. He sounds like he's damn near on a plantation evaluating us. Cut it out, Jerry, man. You can't talk like that. What made you feel comfortable enough with Jamie Foxx to be talking about a player's pause, bruh? Anyway, I know Jamie had to feel like he's on the set of Django Unchained still. He cut that live off with the quickness.
Jamie on the beat, boy.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter.
Family, what is the word? Thanks for being here. I was reading some comments. I always try to read the comments. Hey, y'all are the truth. The truth. I want to shout out to the people that was talking about my math in the last video. And there was LeBron and his son wearing 9 and 23. I said 2 threes will make 9. I was speaking in multiplication terms. But it's okay. It's okay. It's amazing how quick people be wanting to try and point out faults or this or that. Come on, bro. Fix your life. Period. Anyways, thanks for being here. Shout out to the comment section, nevertheless. How would y'all like it if I went through my latest upload and just highlighted the top comments in my opinion? What would y'all think about that? Let me know. Anyways. Jerry Jones, it's crazy because when I heard the name, I'm sitting there like, Jerry Jones, it sounds familiar. But when I tell y'all I don't watch much TV or care about anything like that, believe that. Real talk. Real talk. Jerry Jones. I was doing some digging, pause, and I came across the intro clip. That is the Dallas Cowboys owner speaking about the players' manhoods. How does he know about these people's manhoods? Why is that even a stat that you want to recite to another man or anyone, period? Make it make sense. Why did he feel comfortable saying that in front of Jamie? Now, ask yourself this. Was that clip prior to Jamie getting sick or was it after? Was that clip for crowd control, posturing, as Charlemagne said? What he meant by that was like PR. So that picture comes out. Then they say Jerry took his team to the African American something museum. Come on, bro. I wouldn't have won if I was on that team. I'm not going to help you clean up something that you caused, because if I cause something, you're not going to help me clean it up. You're going to get me off the team. Period. So you really got to make it make sense. But yeah, this is a thing, y'all. Now, I seen a clip where Denzell is reacting and people weren't happy at all with this situation. but these are the handlers. It reminded me of certain movies that would go back in our history when they would sell items and the highest bidder would get them. It reminded me of a certain trade. Yeah. But we're going to get into these clips. We're going to review and react to them. Shout out to the comment section. Y'all are it. I'll say that. Real talk. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's get to the content.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.
Now, if you were here for the last upload, you would know that that wasn't the last upload. And it's imperative that it's in this upload. LeBron stepped out of line with that thing. And when they're in this line of work and they're dealing with the amount of money and these people, we know there's certain things you should or shouldn't say. And bro really went off script. Let's be 100. He went off script, even though he had valid logic behind his statement. They don't want to hear that. Shut up and dribble. Do y'all remember that? Shut up and dribble. But meanwhile, this goes on. And these are the people that run these organizations, y'all. I want to say this. At 14, I'm sure he didn't know that he would be an owner of a football team in his later years. At 14, I'm sure he learned a lot of different things from his lineage. Some people say that his granddad was the head of a group of people that wear white hoods with the holes cut out the eyes. That's what he was taught. That's what was going on in that period of time. But when this came back out, I feel like he should have did more to atone the situation because of his platform, because of his reach and influence. And like LeBron said, if it was one of us, we'd be on the bottom ticker in the lower third of the screen. It'd be on halftime breaks, news clips, maybe even commercials. What was so different about this dude? That was a really hurtful time for our people, and here he is right there. My opinion, I really feel like it's probably still the same belief system. And that's just my opinion. I'm entitled to that. We're reviewing and reacting to clips and providing commentary. Don't strike me down for that platform, but that's really how I feel. Let's get to the next clip.
You have to hear me say how much I think of LeBron. And I couldn't, I don't know of anybody I respect anymore. I don't know of anybody that has taken every opportunity he's had and maximized it. He not only is an absolute great ambassador for sport, he has taken sports, he's taken his venues and used those platforms. I want to be sure that you know where I'm coming from. And it was made buttons pop off my vest, so to speak, when he would talk about how much of a Cowboy fan he was, and he would have made a great tight end. So, and that doesn't change. There's nothing about any of that changes. And I did hear what he had to say. Certainly, he has influence, and just because of all of the above, his accomplishments, his how he's utilized his sport, how he's utilized his platform, how we have done it. He has enhanced basketball. He's made a lot of people a lot of money. I hope I have too.
He's enhanced basketball. He's made a lot of people a lot of money. This dude really gave us a bunch of fluff. Let's be 100 about it. That was a bunch of fluff. Not once did I hear him say anything in that short clip about the picture, the origin of the picture, what he was really there for, why he was so comfortable being there. That picture. A picture says a thousand words, so they say. If that's on camera, imagine what wasn't on camera. Put that shit in perspective. Fluff. I feel like a lot of these owners don't look at these people as people. They look at them as dollar signs. They want their influence and everything else so that they can make money. What he said about that money kind of sits wrong with me, because it'll be the same reason when they come to collect. It'll be the same reason why all of his values will go up times 30, times 100. Jerseys, shoes, memorabilia, the cards, everything. Everything. LeBron really, he took a stand, but he's still a part of the program. Don't leave that part out. Don't forget that part. He's still a part of the boule, the tattoo. And I want to shout out the people in the comments that was like, what do you mean? What is he coming to collect? Sarcasm. Jesus. I ain't about to start ranting, but let's get to the next clip.
It's ripped Jerry Jones a new one. I said Denzel Washington just whipped Jerry Jones a new one, as he's saying that Jerry only cared about the money and not the fans.
On the side of the hat. But he ain't thinking about us. He's thinking about his pocket. I've been a Cowboy fan since the 60s. He's making it hard for me. You tell me, what does he say?
He says that
He's getting rich.
my Cowboys, we're the most successful brand in sports. You know?
You mean in terms of what, championships?
No, of course he can't say championship. But you know this.
There's box office and there's Oscars. Jerry, been a while, huh? You ain't been to the show, you wouldn't know. Wouldn't been to the show, you wouldn't know.
Uh-oh.
Haven't been to the show, so you wouldn't know what it is to win.
Now, Jerry Jones has been facing a lot of backlash because it has been 30 years since the Cowboys has been to the big show. Many people do accuse him for lining his pockets instead of actually paying for good players, giving the players that he already has what they want. But he said...
All right, so that was Denzell. He didn't address anything about the photo, but a big thing about this Jerry character is that he doesn't invest in the players and stuff, so they hadn't won a Super Bowl or anything like that in 30 years. That was probably since Emmitt Smith, Michael Irving, and all of them people. 30 years, y'all. What are you doing with the money? We know it's a business, but damn. Come on, bro. Come on. I mean, on one hand, you can't blame them. It's a business. Make the money. But on the other hand, it's like, bro, you probably get more money if you went to the Super Bowl. Maybe. I don't know how it works. Just maybe. Check out what Charleston said. Check this out.
A picture of Jerry Jones pops up.
Yeah.
1960-something, Jerry Jones right there standing, not letting two black kids, he's in it. And he spoke on it.
Yeah.
He said, I was just, pulling up to see what was going on. And, I'm just a bystander looking at what's going on. Do you take that as an answer from the Cowboys owner and general manager?
What did he do wrong? Even he was stopping a black person from coming to school. What did he do wrong? It wasn't wrong in his time. So how can you come along when you wasn't even around and say that's wrong? That wasn't wrong during his time. Old white person ain't wrong for being 40 years ago, and here come you millennials trying to shame him for being so. Y'all wasn't even here. Whatever was before us, we can't declare it right or wrong. We wasn't there. Man, what white person go against the culture of kicking black people in the ass? Black people ain't going against the culture of gangbanging. You know why? Because they'll tell you. So that's why white people didn't stand up against other white people. That's why when you pull up, you join in. Y'all do it. We do it. We go somewhere with other black people. We just do what they do. We just join in.
All right, now he has a few valid points. And that's the thing about Charleston that I think a lot of people don't like is that thing that people don't want to say, or that thing that people really want to try to ignore for the convenience of their argument. He brings it up. When I was 11, I left the hood and I moved with my stepdad and his wife. And my stepdad and my mom were together when I was 2 years old, and that was my father. That's what I knew. I knew my dad, but as far as a father, it was him. But when I moved with him, it was like going from Boys in the Hood to Nickelodeon Network because of the difference in contrast, the transition. Like in the hood, in the suburbs, y'all get where I'm going with it. But my stepmom, she was a Caucasian lady, and we were just sitting around playing. Me and my brother had just came in. We used to knock on people's doors and run and stuff, and our parents knew about it. But we came in and we just chilling, laughing. My stepmom was like, yeah, you guys be careful out there doing what you do, because in my day, if you got caught, they would take it to you. And we would say, any, mini, mighty, mo, catch her by the toe. She's a Caucasian lady from Minnesota, but we thought that was the funniest thing. We understood it because that's what was going on in their time. I'm sure she didn't know she'd meet an African-American dude in her 40s and get married. I bet she didn't know back then that she'd have 2 biracial children and then take on a 3rd fully African-American child. You really got to make it make sense. But that's really what was going on. That's what was going on then. I'm sure if it was something in the hood going on, it'd be vice versa. But what's really so effed up about the situation is we still endure that same treatment present day. Tell me I'm lying. I'll wait here and let this rock out. Tell me I'm lying. We still endure those same things to this day. They just call them Karens. Or these people wear hoods and conceal their true identity, when in all actuality, they might be sitting up on a judge thing. They might be your lawyer. They might be that friendly dude at the gas station. But when it's time, I ain't even about to rant. If you made it to this point, say I made it. I want to thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to the comment section. Hey, y'all are the truth. The truth. The question I get asked the most is, where am I from? Ohio. I'm from Ohio. I might address other questions, but for now, we're going to leave it at that. I'm out. Peace.